year, Nintendo releases an obscure game. So they released this game called Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. And it was one of the minor games Nintendo released. It was never going to sell like 6 million copies. But they'll claim that the Nintendo Magic has run out. What went wrong? Has the Nintendo Magic run out? Oh yeah, the Nintendo Magic. Okay. First of all, I think Nintendo just released this basically as like a compilation of NES games released for the Switch. Which again, mostly old school gamers are gonna buy that anyways. Most of the people who play Nintendo Switch, they actually have a map of it, and most of the people are around 20 to 25 years old. Those people did not grow up with the NES in the 80s. Okay, those people are in their 30s now, or even 40s, like some even reaching their 50s. Those are the people who grew up with the NES. Okay, and Super Nintendo, N64, 90s and 80s kids, of course. But the main demographic Nintendo usually now is appealing towards is 2000s kids. Five Year Door got remastered. Pikmin 1 and 2 got re-released. And lots of references towards the GameCube era and Game Boy Advance era, and heck, even DS and Wii era are now being, that's why the Switch Sports sold so well despite having no Mii's. Okay, mostly because that's a casual game. But I just don't understand why they claim that Nintendo is a dying company. And Nintendo is a company in decline. Okay, when obviously Nintendo is releasing games like World Championships NES Edition to pad out the release schedule so they can save all of the big and important games for the Switch too. Of course, a lot of these games were never intended to sell 10 million copies. All the games that were releasing before the Switch 2, they never intended to sell tens of million copies. They were intended for hardcore Nintendo fans, or people who, are impatient about the Switch 2, they can still play these new games. It's not like, when they're releasing absolutely nothing, then people will be upset. Nintendo is still putting out games, okay? And I just don't understand why these people are this upset over this, okay? The Switch 2 will likely be announced around January. Don't know when the console is releasing. We have conflicting, about news about that. But I think the Nintendo Switch, the Switch 2, I think Nintendo's going to try to keep like the production of that as secret as possible. And, so leaks don't come out, so early copies don't come out. I think Nintendo's going to again, Nintendo's never really the best at doing that stuff. Like, they still didn't stop people from getting Mario Party Jamboree and Mario Luigi and Zelda early. Okay, it's going to be a very hard thing, unless Nintendo really wants to gut physical copies altogether, then that's the only way Nintendo can really stop early game leakers. But is it really worth it to gut physical copies to prevent leakers? I really don't understand it. That's what this video here. Goodbye.